I love your necklace.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you know, that would go real well with when I was here. I'm Emmeline Bigelow Hess, and I'm 200 years old, and this is my sister Anna. And we would wear that.
Really?
We would wear that then, yes.
Well, you ladies look awesome for 200 years old.
Yeah, well, we drink a lot of pickle juice.
I just can't believe that 6 men stayed in this tiny little cabin. But it's kind of roomy.
Welcome to SippyCupAdventures of Northern California. I'm Darren.
I'm Patty, and we are a Travel Channel exclusive mostly to Northern California.
So in this episode of SippyCupAdventures, we're going to take a trip to Coloma, California and visit the Marshall Gold Discovery State Historical Park or State Historic Park.
Almost got it.
This is where gold was discovered. May not have been the first time, but the most historic, and as legend has it. And it's, it has a fascinating history. And in the previous video seen here, we share our stay at the Coloma cottages. So check that out if you can. That was a wonderful stay.
So, as legend has it, James Marshall was at Sutter's Mill in Coloma, California in 1848, and that was when gold was first discovered. So it's debatable whether or not that is actually the first discovery, but it's where legend has it. Marshall was building a sawmill for John Sutter. He saw something shining in the river, and both he and Sutter tested it and discovered that yes, indeed, that metal was gold.
Yeah, and soon after word got out, it was no longer a secret. At this time, not many Americans lived in California, but that quickly changed. By 1849, thousands and thousands of people traversed the country, came by boat around the East Coast through the Panama Canal, if they had a canal, up the West Coast, or they traversed by wagon all the way to, from the East Coast. So they were known as 49ers. The businesses that actually sold all the mining gear often became more rich than most of these miners. Selling gold pans and shovels and things of that nature. So some of the miners forget it. We're out of here.
It's a hard life.
Now, a little more on John Sutter. Sutter was born in Switzerland and spent most of his early life there, but he fled Switzerland, fleeing from bankruptcy and leaving his wife and children, and headed to California when he arrived in 1839. Sutter persuaded the Mexican governor to grant him lands on the Sacramento River. There, Sutter established the colony of Nueva Helvetia, or New Switzerland, which later became known as Sacramento. Now, the discovery of gold on his land up in Coloma brought disaster to Sutter. Soon after discovering gold with James Marshall, gold seekers started coming and squatters overran his land, stealing and destroying his goods and livestock, hence the Wild Wild West. California was a lawless state. By 1852, Sutter was once again bankrupt. Now, when visiting Marshall Gold State Historic Park, a good place to start your day is right here at the Visitor Center and Museum. You can purchase parking here as well. Go inside and check out the museum. They got a lot of cool exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Now, just outside the Visitor Center and Museum, right in this area, you'll see this little patch of trees. They got some picnic tables in this area. Great place for a picnic. Simply beautiful.
Okay, so it is $10 to park here, at least where we're parking. I think I see some people parked on the road, but it was time to get our Poppy Pass for next year. It's good till November of 22. How much was it, 140?
140.
So California State Parks Pass, you get it now at every California State Park. But don't ever leave it in hanging up in your window. Just
Write it on the self-registration tab and drop it in the envelope box.
Yep.
There's an exhibit of these teepees here. The Nisenan Indians tribe occupied this part of California. Early settler accounts verify that the Nisenan were friendly people with the highest regard towards the European and American settlers, yet they were hunted down and killed indiscriminately, who brought a preconceived animosity towards all these Indians or the Nisenan tribe.
Yeah, I'm not really liking the floor plan with this. It's just a lot of open space. There's no kitchen, dinette, living room area. It's just one open space. But it is probably going for $1.2 million in today's market here in Northern California.
I think it's kind of cute, kind of quaint.
It's interesting how history where settlers settled, I guess. You know, do they look around? Oh, I like this spot. No, let's get in the covered wagons and go 200 miles more south and see what the terrain looks there. Anyways.
Now here's where the teepees and the picnic tables are, along this path. And then over across the street is where you see some of the exhibits, like the blacksmith area, as well as some of the volunteers giving accounts.
There's gold in them hills. That's marine, hydraulics. It's a pretty cool little museum. Taking you into the trail. Mine's how to go.
Love this map. Gold Country. Nevada City, check. Grass Valley, check. Auburn, Coloma, Placerville, Folsom, where we live, Roseville, Plymouth, Amador, Sutter Creek, Jackson, Angels Camp, Sonora, Jamestown. So that map I just showed you of Gold Country in Northern California. I mean, if you're traveling to California, there's so many places to see that's kind of underappreciated. You've got to check out these towns in gold country. Absolutely gorgeous. And a friend of mine and fellow YouTuber, Michelle, her channel right here, Destination Chronicles, she lives up in that area and she has a lot of videos on these foothill gold country towns with great history. So check out her channel. In that video I shared a little bit of the historian, I don't know, Betsy Ross, what was her name?
I can't remember.
Wasn't Betsy Ross?
We'll check her name because she said it a few times. She's 200 years
I know,
old.
she's 200 years old, for God's sakes. But yeah, it was an incident in 1948 when gold...
1848.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, 1848. And when gold was discovered up here, and then it was 1849 when everyone
Got the gold bug.
got the gold, got here, and then it became the gold rush, the 49ers. Like, interesting how a difference a year makes from 48 to 49 once word got out.
At this stone wall, right on the water, this is where James Marshall actually first discovered the gold. Thank you for watching SippyCupAdventures of Northern California. If you get a chance, come up to Coloma and visit the Marshall Gold State Historic Park. A lot of fun, a lot of things to do. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you'd like to see more videos. Appreciate your time.